Um, Judy, thank you. Really excited to catch up for a quick chat. So I wanted to talk to you because you were someone. How long have you been in the program since you actually joined the program now? It's been about 6 weeks. Does that sound
I
about
think
right
it
to
has
you?
been 6 weeks. Yes.
Yeah, we had a chat, and I wanted to talk to you because it was a really quite. I found it quite interesting. We caught up on the phone. I told you how I felt that I could help you. You seemed like you were struggling. You seemed like you'd obviously built a really great business, but you were kind of a little out of your depth in some ways. You weren't getting a lot of enjoyment out of it. You, by your own admissions, would say you had no sort of training in business. You kind of fell into this. Would that be
Yes.
accurate in saying that?
Yes. When
Yeah.
you asked the questions, I answered every single one of them. Yes. Yes. I'm the only
What were
one
those
staying up late.
questions?
I'm the only one staying up late at night emailing. I'm the only one doing payroll. I'm the only
Yeah.
one at all. I really felt totally alone.
Yeah.
Didn't even know who to ask, you
Yep,
know.
yep. And it felt to me like, even when I got that first email from you, and it seemed just like you're reaching out for help. Like you had no enjoy, you weren't getting any enjoyment out of what you were doing, and you were kind of looking for a way out. Would that be accurate, do you think? Yeah,
Absolutely. And I didn't really just want to walk away from the business. I didn't want to leave the hole in the community for one thing. People are expecting this service now. It's grown to the
mm,
point that people know about it and search it out.
yeah,
But at the same time, I just want to relax and enjoy my retirement. 8 years
yeah,
into this retirement business, I'm wondering, how do I ever get to retire?
yeah,
So that was
yeah.
that was where I was then.
That's where you were then. Well, actually, I wanted to say that, like, this was interesting because it doesn't happen that often to me, but it was kind of cool. So we had a talk. I told you how I felt I could help you. It was a big decision for you. It's a serious investment to come into the coaching program.
Yes.
You said, you know what? I'm in. Let's do this. I want help. I need help. I've got a problem. I don't know how to solve it. I haven't been able to figure it out for myself. It's not working for me. Yeah, I'm in. So
Right.
I enrolled you, got you set up, and I think it was only about 2 days later I got an email from you saying, "I don't want to do this. I can't do this. This is not for me. How
it
do I
looked
get out
like
of
some
this?"
it looked like so much work. It really looked like,
Yeah,
well, if you're wanting to get out of this business, what you're looking at now is really making it a business. And
yeah,
I'm not a business person. I was a nurse to start with. I didn't start into this to run a
yeah,
business. And so I
yeah.
was not excited about that. That first interview
Exactly.
that I watched with another business person, and I thought, these people know what they're doing, and I
Yeah,
don't even know that I want to know what they're doing.
yeah. And you just thought, "Oh, this is not for me. No, I don't want what I had, but I don't want this. I'm overwhelmed. It's too much. I'm out." So I think I said to you, "Look, let's have a chat." I think one of the first things I said was like, just so we know, at the end of this conversation, if you don't want to be a part of this, then you don't have to be a part of it. Anyway,
Right.
turns out that, and this was about 6 weeks ago, we had a conversation. You said, "You know what? I'll give it a go." I think was that sort of
Yes.
generally the way it worked? Yeah,
Yes. I do want help to sell the business. I really want to get the biggest payday of my life. I really do want to walk away, but at the same time leaving it well cared for and making a little money on, because 8 years is should be worth something. I've built it to the point that somebody else could take it over now and run it.
yeah,
But really they couldn't yet, not until I got myself out of it, until I got some things handling themselves, so that
yeah,
it isn't the person who's buying it isn't getting into just a bunch more work.
yeah. Exactly. So I guess the big one, where were you 6 weeks ago, and where are you today? Because I see a different Judy.
Yeah. Well, yes, I really was exhausted. And well, I get that way toward this time of the season too, when it's so busy and I just don't have anybody to ask to help me. And now I understand how I'm going to need to target the people that I need to get to help me. I need to identify them better. They're not going to pick themselves. They're not going to come to my door. I need to be able to say exactly what I need and then find them. And really, it started out with just a couple new tour guides, because I've got all these boats. I've got the time to get people involved in doing the tours, but I didn't have enough people to run the tours. So now at least that part of it really got easier when I got those two new people. And now I
Yeah,
can see that once I can find fine tune that general manager person that I could delegate to do this and do that. It's going to really just open it up entirely.
Yeah. Yeah, it is indeed. And like, so how are you feeling now in comparison to how you were feeling when I first spoke to you all those weeks ago?
It's a world of difference. It really is. I honestly see now the things that I really wanted to spend my time doing, and they did have to do with growing the business, but I just didn't, I didn't think that I could handle the increased business that I could see that it would bring. And now I think I can, if I can just get the systems in place. I think over this winter, I'm going to be able to get this business by next season ready to be a business.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, what's motivating me is the calls, hearing the other people talk about problems that they have that I'm encountering too is really a big help.
Wonderful. Well, Judy, thank you so much. It's really enjoyable having you in the program. I'm loving working with you. And
honestly,
yeah.
I think the biggest part for me now, Josh, is knowing that I'm not alone.
Yeah.
That really you're there if I need somebody, and I'll shoot you an email or whatever and get an answer. It's monumental.
Yeah. Loving it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Judy.
Thank you.
Have a great
I hope
day.
have a great day too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.